Put the knife!
Easy.
Put the knife down! Brandon!
Officers responded to Wilmington Boulevard, where a 26-year-old man, Brandon Russell Mahan Jr., held a knife and refused to drop it.
Don't be doing that, man. We don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt, man. Brandon!
He's gone, but I'm Officer Lavelle.
All right, Brandon!
Hey, brother, get some, at least right here. At least we have a...
Put down the knife.
He ignored repeated commands and moved toward the officers. Less lethal rounds, including a beanbag shotgun and a 40mm projectile, were used but had no effect.
Hey, get down. Hey, put the knife down. 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 Get down.
As he continued forward with the knife, an officer-involved shooting occurred.
Don't move. All right, bro. Don't move. Do not move. Don't move.
Mahan fell to the ground, and officers used a taser before taking him into custody. He was transported to the hospital for treatment, and the knife he carried was collected as evidence. In that moment, a quiet street turned into a test of patience and restraint that no one passing by will easily forget. A blue Honda Grom, driven by a masked rider, refused to stop after troopers tried to pull him over for speeding on Griffin Road. Instead, 33-year-old Francisco Liscano made reckless U-turns, drove against traffic, cut across medians, and even struck a patrol vehicle during the chase. He abandoned the motorcycle and ran on foot, but fell and was quickly taken into custody. Troopers later confirmed the bike was stolen. This pursuit shows how one reckless ride can pile up into a chain of charges. Responsibility would have been the safer road. Deputies responded to reports of a man chasing people with a sharp object at a gas station near Fair Oaks Avenue and Woodbury Road. The suspect, 47-year-old Charles Towns, ignored commands to stop. As deputies followed, he stabbed an elderly woman in the face and moved to attack another person. A deputy-involved shooting occurred. Towns fell, got up, and advanced toward deputies before collapsing from gunshot wounds. Paramedics arrived, but he did not survive. 2 civilians suffered stabbing injuries, and the weapon, a pair of scissors, was recovered. Violence can erupt in an instant, and timely action is the line between danger and safety.
Easy, easy.
Get out of the car right now.
A traffic stop on I-90 escalated when 21-year-old Victor Hernandez Paredes refused to pull over his Honda Civic. During the high-speed pursuit, his younger brother Daniel appeared in a silver Infiniti, cutting between patrol cars and Victor's vehicle to interfere.
Honda has a flat tire flat. This car's falling apart from
Honda has a flat tire on the front.
exiting the high point to start for 5 minutes. When I originally stopped. He up the window that he has a kid and he's losing control. We're on an off ramp. He's lost control, faced the wrong way.
Victor's Honda eventually spun out and crashed into a ditch, where troopers discovered a woman and child inside, thankfully unharmed. But Daniel fled westbound in the Infiniti, and the chase continued.
It's spinning out. Now it's facing the right way. It's in the ditch. Go, go, go.
You looks like the other lane up. There's something here. Don't know what to do.
With helicopter support and Seattle police assistance, Daniel was finally taken into custody. Both brothers now face felony charges, proof that reckless choices can drag more lives into danger than they ever protect. April 5th in Alpharetta, Georgia, a traffic stop on Old Milton Parkway quickly turned tense. Behind the wheel was 24-year-old Dennis Aguirre. The officer suspected drugs and ordered him out of the car. Aguirre resisted, pulled back toward the driver's seat, and the officer was dragged several feet with his arm caught inside.
Clear. 729 at 1845, calling in a take non-emergency traffic directed. Old Milton Morris in the Waffle House parking lot. Old Milton Morris in the Waffle House parking lot.
The struggle ended on the ground where Aguirre was restrained. Both he and the officer sustained minor cuts before being cleared by medical staff. He now faces charges ranging from assault on an officer to drug trafficking and reckless driving. What began as a routine stop shows how fast defiance can unravel safety on both sides. Just before midnight, Trooper A. Matthews clocked a black Infiniti G37 at 102 miles per hour in a 60 zone on I-20. When the driver refused to stop, the chase began. Speed soared to 145 miles per hour as the car ran a red light, weaved through traffic, and pushed eastbound on the interstate. The pursuit ended on the Glenwood Avenue exit, where a PIT maneuver spun the Infiniti into the median. The driver still tried to flee, but was forced out at gunpoint and taken into custody. He was identified as Charles Hopkins, showing signs of alcohol impairment and later found to have an outstanding warrant. Hopkins now faces multiple charges, a reminder that reckless speed only shortens the road while accountability keeps it open. Mayhem broke out on a Tuesday morning when a stolen yellow school bus led police on a wild chase across 2 states. Behind the wheel was 32-year-old Chad A. Murdoch. It began around 10:15 a.m. in Cincinnati, Ohio, as the bus tore through yards, fields, and highways, forcing troopers into a high-speed pursuit that crossed into Indiana. After nearly an hour, stop sticks slowed the bus until it became stuck in a Shelby County field. Several patrol cars were damaged, but no one was injured. Murdoch was taken into custody and now faces multiple charges. A school bus is built to carry students, not recklessness, and one wrong choice turned the road into pure chaos. In Miami, Oklahoma, on February 21st, 2019. Officers were dispatched to a local retail store after reports of a theft valued at about $700. The suspect fled the scene in a stolen vehicle and pushed the chase into city streets at high speed.
Northbound, 1 block west of Elm. Vehicle going to yard 1007.
Southbound on Johnson Drive. We're going to get stuff out here this time.
Okay.
Go around and hop. Southbound. We're going back in the back. We go southbound this time.
Fading into a silence that carried its own lesson.
Pit. Start 52.
Georgia, April 6, 2024, 6:05 p.m. Troopers spotted a black Nissan Altima on I-75 linked to felony shoplifting, its front bumper damaged. When lights and sirens came on, the driver refused to stop, weaving through lanes and forcing a vehicle off the road near an exit.
Coming up at the 2.
10 to the pit. They still again coming up on the 231. They go on.
Everyone from the pit, continue.
They taking 285. Moving off at the 2. They hit force with the shoulder. Still going towards 285. Going.
Yeah, full west, 285.
Pit. Star 52.
A second pat ended the chase, the Altima striking concrete barriers before coming to a stop.
Show me your head! Show me your head! Show me your head!
The driver was injured, the passenger arrested, and the fake tag confirmed, turning an escape attempt into a direct path toward a future decided by the law. If you believe running from police only makes things worse, comment yes. The quiet on Southwest 25th Street broke when officers arrived to find 42-year-old Sergio Groover in front of a home, holding a knife. Sergeant Cody Rogers and other officers gave clear commands and tried using a taser, but he pressed forward, his grip on the weapon unshaken.
Drop the knife! Drop the knife! No, drop the knife! Lastimarte, Sergio, no te queremos lastimar. Hey, buddy. No way! Sergio, no! Hey! No way! Again!
In one sudden motion, Groover turned toward the officer with the taser. Shots rang out, stopping him before he could close the distance. A stabbing victim nearby was already receiving help, their life spared by minutes. Showing how one act of aggression can turn a familiar street into a place where survival becomes the only focus. Arkansas. Near midnight, state troopers signaled a vehicle to stop on a residential street. The driver, a woman in a red shirt, refused to comply, speeding away and weaving through a few short blocks before coming to a sudden halt.
South Orange. Stop at Warren Valley.
She jumped out and tried to flee, but was quickly restrained. The strong smell of alcohol was evident, and she was handcuffed and taken for a medical check. A DWI report was filed, and her vehicle was processed. A short drive under the influence turned into legal consequences, when a simple call for a ride home could have avoided it all.
Stop talking. I don't have no STDs. Stop talking. I swear. Stop talking. Stop. 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 I can't. Turn around. I'm drunk. You won't let me go now. No. I'm not. Let me. I need to get back to my.
Queens, New York, April 14th, 2025, 6:21 a.m. Multiple 911 calls reported a man with a knife near 30th Avenue and 33rd Street. Officers Acosta, Tavares, LaMonica, and Coisy located 60-year-old King Wong standing in the roadway holding a knife.
Put the knife down. Put the... Go. One pushing at him. One pushing. You're in Montana. Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
Commands to drop the weapon were given, and he did not comply. 2 taser deployments were ineffective as Wong moved toward the sidewalk while still armed.
Put the knife down, sir. Put the knife down, sir.
Officers fired and then rendered aid. Wong was transported to Elmhurst Hospital and later pronounced. In fast-moving encounters, letting go of the weapon at the first order is often the only step that leaves everyone a safe way out. If you agree, comment yes.
Put the knife down, sir! Put the knife down, sir!
In April 2024, in Salmon Creek, Washington, police hunted 2 suspects in a Hazel Dell van carjacking.
Stop! Stop! Hands out of your pockets, what's up? You're gonna get bit by a dog. Get your hands out of your pockets! Get back! You guys get back!
Witnesses said the male suspect was armed and fled with a female accomplice. Minutes later, they found the stolen van behind the American Legion.
You're gonna get bit by the dog. It's a gun. Fast, fast, fast! Fast, 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 fast! Fast, fast! Here! 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 Knox! Here!
Benjamin Woods, 41, emerged from a restroom pointing a gun at deputies.
Dude, you're gonna get shot!
Multiple shots were fired and Woods did not survive. No one else was hurt and the female suspect remains at large. Choose an armed standoff with police and the door to freedom closes faster than any sentence. If you get my point, comment yes. It wasn't a stolen car or a high-speed SUV, but a mountain bike that led state troopers on an unusual pursuit caught entirely on dashcam. The rider performed a wheelie and had no visible plate, drawing police attention. When asked to stop, he accelerated instead, weaving through terrain inaccessible to patrol vehicles. More officers joined in, but the rider used footpaths and off-road routes to break the line of sight. Eventually, the pursuit was called off. No charges were filed in connection with the incident. Some escapes are physical, others are temporary. Sooner or later, the road narrows, and the law catches up. The night turned dangerous when 18-year-old Noel Almargo Pettenquat fled a hit-and-run in Escambia County driving a stolen Audi S4. Troopers spotted him weaving through neighborhoods and highways, even striking another car on the interstate. An FHP aircraft tracked his every move from above.
Right now, triple digits.
It's actually Audi.
Well, it looks like I got another, maybe that's a county unit hitting him, or coming out after him. Oh, I got a couple of unmarks down there.
714, that's us.
He already ran from a marked unit, so we're good for it. He just signaled forward into another truck. I don't think he could get slowed up in time. That's going to be a great Tacoma that just got signaled forward. One on it, one unmarked. It's still westbound. I'm trying to get back on detail 1. The trooper's going to go for a bit here. Looks like the trooper's going for the pit. If we can just keep somebody close for him. slowing down Quintet Road.
The chase came to a dramatic end when troopers executed a Paiti maneuver near Molino Road, flipping the Audi onto its side. Betancourt was arrested and taken for evaluation. He now faces charges from reckless driving to multiple hit and runs. A reminder that reckless choices can turn a car into chaos on wheels, and the law always finds its way back.
Right, 31, start EMS.
A GMC Envoy flashed past at 82 and a 65 as troopers checked speeds on I-75. Butler County, Ohio, May 29th, 2025, around 6 p.m. The driver, Jennifer Wilson, refused to stop and continued for several minutes before leaving the roadway. She overcorrected, the SUV rolled several times, and came to rest in the median while a passing nurse stopped to help as first responders arrived. Wilson suffered minor injuries, was taken to the hospital, then held on charges of OVY, disobedience, and fleeing a prior crash. One traffic stop could have stayed a small mistake, but refusing to stop turned every mile into a hazard. Boone Beach, Florida, April 5th, 2025. Police were called to a beachfront park after reports that a man had threatened his father with a machete. Officers found Eden Jules holding the weapon, showing no sign of compliance.
Step back, sir, step back. No, stop, go on the ground. Get on the ground, go on the ground. Go on the ground, go on the ground, get on the ground, on the ground.
Repeated commands to drop it were ignored. Moments later, Jewel charged toward them. Shots were fired, and he was given medical aid at the scene, but did not survive. The investigation confirmed a prior threat against his father, reminding us that rushing into conflict with a weapon often leaves no option but to end everything. On December 21st, 2021, Georgia State Patrol coordinated with Pooler PD to chase down a stolen pickup truck on I-95. The driver sped over 100 miles per hour, swerved into the emergency lane, and nearly caused several crashes. troopers executed multiple PIT maneuvers, forcing the vehicle out of control.
Got it.
The suspect fled into the woods, fell several times, and was subdued with a taser. Inside the truck, officers found stolen clothes with security tags and 3 glass pipes containing cocaine residue. Investigators confirmed he was driving under the influence of drugs and had a history of suspended licenses.
168.
A silver Ford Mustang with a suspicious temporary tag drew a trooper's attention as he merged onto I-30, North Little Rock, Arkansas, February 29, 2024 at 8:27 a.m. The driver, later identified as Marquise Williams, fled off the Broadway exit, drove against traffic on N. Locust Street, and pushed speeds beyond 115 miles per hour. A first tactical vehicle intervention failed as he tried to turn around. After a second attempt, he bailed out and ran toward North Gum Street while the car kept rolling. North Little Rock officers helped take him into custody near the railroad tracks, and he was medically cleared before transport to jail. A paper tag can start as a minor stop, but running the wrong way turns every block into a narrow lane where the law and safety meet you head on. Late at night in Atlanta, a black Mercedes-Benz rocketed past, clocking twice the speed limit, straight into an officer's line of sight. Turning onto Lenox Road, emergency lights lit up and the chase erupted.
I need the air police, pit maneuver, pit, northbound, can't get back in it, just trying to get back in it. Coming up north, coming in for another pit, I got a vehicle on the way.
The suspect blew through red lights, swerved into oncoming lanes, and escaped multiple PIT attempts on R85.
1050, we're trying to block him in right now. We're getting up on the curb.
The driver tried reversing but was boxed in. A window shattered, a taser deployed, and the suspect was subdued. Omid Sheikh Sajjadeh, reeking of alcohol, bloodshot eyes, and slurred speech. A night of reckless speed ended in handcuffs, proving that defiance on the road can cut more than distance. It can cut short your future. A routine follow-up turned tense when officers approached 26-year-old Brian Beach outside a residence. During the conversation, Beach ran. Officers pursued on foot through the block.
Stop!
Suicide by cop. What's the address? What is it?
Location.
Behind 3 Maple Court. He's cutting his throat.
Behind 3 Maple Court.
Stop, man. Stop. Stop. Please stop.
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 Take him.
Seconds later, investigators say he turned back with a sharp object and moved toward an officer.
Stop to us. Stop. 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 Watch out. Stop to us. Stop.
One officer fired, stopping the advance. Beach sustained minor injuries, and one officer had a small scratch. He now faces charges of fleeing, resisting, and assaulting an officer, a chain of actions that left no escape, only accountability.
Connor, are you all right?
In Lauderdale Lakes, Florida, police responded to a violent disturbance. Officer Sean Youngward was brutally attacked and dragged by 42-year-old Jean Pedro Pierre in a hallway.
What is your... Hey! 1094! 1094! Get down! Back! Back! Back down, man! What is wrong with you? Stand down! Stand down! Back! Get your hands off him now!
Baton and taser had no effect. When Officer Stephen Briggs arrived, Pierre charged at him.
No response from that unit as well. It remains. No response from that unit as well. It remains temporary.
Briggs fired, bringing Pierre down, who later did not survive. Once again, violence shows that when anger takes control, every peaceful way out quickly disappears.
Stand down!
Hammond, Indiana, May 8th, 2025, 5:49 p.m. Officers responding to a person with a gun were tracking a wanted suspect leaving South Baltimore Avenue.
Open the car. Open the car. Keep your hands up! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Emergency Charlie Union 60550.
The man, Joseph Navarro, 50, got into a vehicle and fled toward Indiana. The run ended when he crashed at Dearborn and Gosselin.
Still on the vehicle.
10-4.
Available Sergeant of 4.
As officers approached the wreck, shots came from inside the car. They returned fire and secured the intersection.
433 say he wrecked on Dearborn. He was last seen going down Brainerd.
433, 10-1, 10-1, shots fired! Let me see your hands! Let me see...
433 has 10-1, 433 shots fired Brainerd in
Still up!
Navarro was transported and did not survive. Two officers were evaluated in good condition and a firearm was recovered. A chase that crosses a border can still end safely by stopping early, but the moment a gun enters the scene, choices narrow to seconds. A domestic violence report warned Jonathan Strickland was armed. He showed up at the police station in an orange pickup, forcing a lockdown. When he left, a brief chase ended with his truck crashing near a post office. Surrounded by officers, gunfire erupted. Strickland was critically injured and rushed to the hospital. All weapons were seized, a stark reminder of how fast tension out of control can turn a day upside down. On June 8, 2024, police received a call about Vadim Sashchenko, 43, with an aggressive German Shepherd and possibly armed. When stopped on the sidewalk, he pulled out what looked like a gun and pointed it at an officer, prompting return fire. As officers moved in to render aid, the dog attacked, forcing police to use foam rounds to push it back. Sashchenko died at the scene, and the dog was taken to a humane center. No one else was injured, and the incident shows how in moments of danger, a single choice between keeping calm or losing control can decide everything. Bridgeport, Connecticut, October 5th, 1 a.m. In the early morning on Terry Place, Bridgeport police responded to a call about a man in emotional distress.
Let me see that. Sir! Can you unlock the door? See? This is why we don't do this.
What's your name? What's your name?
This is why we don't do this, man.
45-year-old Huntley Jackson stood at his doorway, refusing to cooperate.
They got keys now.
When the door opened, he turned back, grabbed a knife, and attacked Officer Marie Setti, stabbing her. Officer Jesse Jimenez immediately fired to stop the assault. Setti was hospitalized with serious injuries, while Jackson underwent surgery and is now in custody.
Drop the knife! Drop the fucking knife!
In a single moment of danger, the fragile line between safety and survival was pushed to its limits. Officers from the Devonshire Division responded to a call of a suspect armed with a gun on Prairie Street. The LAPD air unit spotted 28-year-old Romario Iraheta fleeing on a skateboard. Ground units moved in and a foot pursuit began.
Get on the ground!
During the chase, Iraheta pointed a firearm at officers. Shots were fired, and he was struck, but continued running until being taken into custody.
Spread your feet!
He was transported to the hospital in stable condition. No officers or civilians were injured. It showed how a single reckless choice with a weapon can turn an ordinary street into sudden danger.
I'm gonna pat you down, bro. Give me up! Give me!
Ohio. Officer Joshua Hilling stopped to check on a man walking along Year 75. The man, 36-year-old Javier Pablo Alaman, pulled a knife and advanced.
Sir, get down! Get down! Get down! Get down! Stay down! Stay down! Stay down! Stay down! Stay down! Stay down! Drop the knife! Drop knife! Kill me! 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 Get down! Get down! Get down! Just stop! Just stop! No! Get on the ground! Just get down! Sir, please just get down! Please drop the knife! Don't do it!
Hilling fired once, wounding him, but Alaman refused to drop the weapon until a deputy used a taser. Records showed Alaman was wanted in Baltimore on serious charges. Prosecutors praised Hilling's restraint. A routine stop revealed a larger crime, proof that one wrong move can open a door to consequences that never close. A Thurston County deputy tried to stop an SUV with no plates after it blew through a stop sign. The driver refused to pull over, racing onto I-5, scraping a semi-truck and smashing guardrails as deputies pursued at high speed.
He just overtaken a gravelly exit. Continuing crossback on the northbound.
Westbound, high club,
Pit.
Near Tacoma, a PIT maneuver spun the SUV to a halt.
Utility stop. Hands up! Mother, put your hands up! Now!
In a Virginia parking lot, an officer's attempt to check a stolen U-Haul quickly escalated into a violent struggle with 37-year-old Brandon LeMaine.
Hey, sir. Can I do something? Driving a U-Haul? Yeah. Okay, can you talk to me real quick over here? Of course. Alright, we're gonna go right over here, man.
What did I do?
What?
I said, what did I do?
Alright, face right here. Alright? Right now you're being detained, okay? This is
For what?
This report's stolen.
Why? Since when?
You're not in a restaurant, you're just being detained, okay?
What's reported stolen?
Alright, 221 Bravo. Hold the channel, Walmart. Sir, you're good. Get out my gun. Signal one, go to my gun! Signal one, just start on signal one!
Over the radio, the officer reported that LeMaine was trying to grab his gun. LeMaine shoved the officer into his patrol SUV, causing it to roll backward into a McDonald's lot, striking a parked car and bushes.
SUV! In the SUV! Get down on the ground! Get down on the ground! He's on top of me! Walk crossfire! Walk crossfire! Walk crossfire! Walk crossfire!
Two more officers arrived within moments, pulling LeMaine away and using their weapons to bring the assault to an end. The situation was brought under control, and investigators are now conducting an independent review. A routine check turned volatile in seconds, showing how fragile safety becomes when force overtakes judgment. Gunfire shattered the calm as 32-year-old Francisco Macias attacked relatives and carried a gun outside. When police arrived, Macias resisted, hiding behind a car and pointing the weapon at his own friend. Officers fired repeatedly, but he escaped to the backyard.
The white guy with that shirt. The guy with the white mask, you know, offender, and we're checking on every guy who gets have any victims. Okay, he's confronting the guy in the backyard, neighbors lying on the ground. He's gonna be just south where you guys are at. Fighting with him on the ground.
If you believe calm is the strongest shield in conflict, comment yes. Surrounded, Macias grabbed another person as a shield until less lethal rounds and a taser brought him down. A quiet street quickly descended into chaos, all from one reckless act. A trooper pulled over a Chevrolet Cavalier for tailgating on Highway 67. The driver gave a false name, but a fingerprint scan revealed he was Jerry Beard, on probation. When ordered out, Beard slammed the accelerator and fled. He tore through city streets, weaving recklessly into traffic until spike strips shredded his tires and a sharp pity ended the chase. Beard was taken into custody, now facing multiple charges. What began as a simple stop turned into a chase that proved one truth. On the road, no one outruns accountability. An FHP trooper was on routine patrol when a call came through. A BMW had just fled from deputies in Escambia County. Soon after, the vehicle was spotted speeding west on Cerny Road, then weaving northbound on Blue Angel Parkway. Ground units engaged and the pursuit was on.
You're going to the gas station.
I'm coming up to Mallard Road. There's a light. Southbound on Mallard. Went to the home rail. Went to the apartment. In the north.
Despite the aerial tracking and patrol coordination, the suspect continued to drive recklessly. Officers stayed in pursuit until the vehicle could be safely stopped. Speed can break rules, but it never breaks free from consequences. Driving decisions are still decisions, and every choice leaves a trail. A Florida Highway Patrol officer spotted a sport bike with no plates speeding down the freeway. The rider ignored lights and sirens, accelerating into traffic. He ran red lights, swerved between lanes, and even drove into oncoming traffic in an attempt to escape. With support from an aerial unit, officers tracked every move from above. At the next intersection, a patrol car executed a precise intercept maneuver, disabling the bike without serious injury. The rider was arrested on the spot. He was later identified as a convicted felon in possession of a firearm with no motorcycle license. Charges are now pending. A twist of the throttle may feel like freedom, but when the chase ends, the price often begins. Would you call it worth it? Arkansas, January 17th, 2023. A blue Ford F-150 with no rear license plate sped down I-40, catching the attention of state police. When signaled to stop, the driver accelerated, turning a routine check into a citywide pursuit. The truck recklessly tore through busy intersections, school zones, and residential streets. Police attempted multiple Pite maneuvers, and at one point the vehicle lost control, nearly hitting a cyclist during a hard break. Despite overheated brakes and several collisions, the driver kept fleeing until the truck was disabled. Suspect Holland was arrested on charges including felony fleeing, assault on an officer, possession of meth, and reckless driving. Some roads don't lead to freedom, they take you straight into the hands of the law.